Hello students, so hope you all are doing well. Myself Ushmita. Today we are going to start a new chapter of science, class 9, chapter 1, matters in our surroundings. First of all, what is matter? Anything that occupies space and have mass is known as matter. As we look at our surroundings, we see a variety of things of different sizes, textures, color. Everything is matter. Everything in this universe is made up of a material which scientists have named matter. The air we breathe, the food we eat, stars, clouds, plants, animals, human beings, your table, your phone, everything is matter, which is made up of a material. So even ancient Indian Greek philosophers have also classified matters, and Indian Greek philosophers have classified the matter in the form of five basic elements, that is Panch Tattva: air, earth, water, fire, sky. So these were the classifications at how our ancient Indian philosophers and Greek philosophers they arrived. So what is matter? So these were some of the classifications. So, in modern classifications, there are two types of classification: physical as well as chemical. In this chapter, we will learn about physical aspects of matter. Chemical we will revise in subsequent chapters. First is our physical nature of matter. What is a physical nature? Our first point is matter is made up of particles. Have you ever wondered it? Is it a matter, a continuous or a particulate? So we know that matter is made up of a particle. How? So we will perform one small activity for this. Take 100 ml beaker and fill half the beaker with water and mark the level of water. We remember mark the level of water for that. So add some sugar or salt in the beaker and dissolve it with a spoon or glass rod. So after a while, what do you observe? Is the level of water change? No. What happened to salt or sugar you added? That salt or sugar particles, they get intermixed with the particles of water. Means particles made up of matter is made up of particles. That's why that particles they get mixed with the particles of water. So from there we conclude that matter is made up of particles. Second is, how small are these particles of matter? How can be small? Is it a small or a large particle of matter? For this, there is also one small activity. So take 2-3 crystals of potassium permanganate in a 100 ml of water only. So mix that 2-3 crystals in a water in 100 ml of water. Then what you did, take approximately 10 ml of this solution and put in a 90 ml of clear water. Again do this activity, keep diluting the solution 5 to 8 times. If the color of water changes, what color of water will change? It will get fade, but you will see the color. It will not be like invisible, it will be. So the color you will see, but it gets faded. So from there we conclude that potassium permanganate has tiny or million of tiny particles which keep themselves dividing into smaller and smaller pieces. From there we conclude that matter is that there are small particles of matter. So this was the physical nature. What was the physical nature? Now we come about the characteristics. What are the characteristics of the matter? Our first point is particles of matter, they have space between them. The first most activity that we performed of salt and sugar, from there we concluded particles, they have space between them. Then only the other particles, they get intermixed with each other. So next point is that how the particles are continuously moving or not. Yes, particles are there, they're continuously moving. How we come to know that particles are continuously moving? We can't see the particles, they're continuously moving. In a table, it's another thing that is a solid. But if we come about a liquid, so you can take example of an incense stick or you can say agarbatti. Keep an unlit incense stick at the corner of your room. How near you have to go to smell it? Is the smell will come? No. So now lit the incense stick. Now how near you have to go? You will smell that incense stick at a distance of your room only. From there we concluded particles, they are continuously moving in the air. The particles of that incense stick that get mixed with the particles of air, from where they are continuously moving, and we can get the smell of that incense stick even at the corner of a room also. One more activity you can perform. These are the smaller activities that you can perform at your home also. So you can do. One more activity I want to tell, that you should take 2 small beakers or small glasses, fill them and then take red or blue ink, or you take a red and blue ink, Pour that red and blue ink in one beaker slowly along the side of the beaker in water, and in another beaker add honey slowly. So what observations do you observe? What do you observe after adding a ink in a water, and what observation do you observe after keeping honey in another beaker? How many hours or days does the ink will take to spread throughout the water? It will take just a few minutes. From there only we come to know that particles are continuously moving and their speed is too fast. Their kinetic energy is too fast that in just a few seconds it just get moved or it spread throughout the water. So next is the last, not the least, that particles of matter they attract each other. How the particles can attract each other? One small activity again we are going to do that in our childhood also we have done that. Pour the water in a beaker. Were you able to cut the surface of that water? No, we can't cut the surface of water. Why? Because particles are just strongly attracted with each other. The force between them, which is present in them, keep together them. So uh, that force is there that keep the particles together. So, but remember one thing: the strength of this force it varies from one kind of matter to another. In water, there's another force. In your table, there can be another force between the particles, which keep them together. So, this was the sum of the physical nature matter and characteristics and how particles can move. Either they have a space between them, or what were that how small were these particles. So these were some of the points we come to know that how matter is, what is matter, how we can distinguish matter. But in some of the cases you will see that there are states of matter also, that how matter can how state can change the matter, that what will be the effect of temperature or pressure on a matter. Suppose if you take a you can take a glass of water, you can take a sugar or water in a glass. If you apply a pressure on that, if you apply a temperature, what will be the effect that sugar or crystals will have in a beaker? So in that topic we will do in the next video. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.